Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Subnautica Below Zero early access gameplay. We are not picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode because, if you remember, my inventory was completely full. We do not have the storage module for the Seatruck. Hi there. Oh, you're so cute. Your breath stinks, though. Stinks. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, so I was going to head back to base and just drop off some stuff in my inventory and then come back out and dive the deep lily pads looking for our first Allan fragment, well, the first one with the marker. And I thought on the way back I'll keep an eye out for that other shipwreck fragment, the part of the shipwreck that I was never able to find. I did actually find it after looking around a little bit, but yes, I found it. So I thought we'd run in here really quickly. As I said before, it is small, it is quick. Let me run in here and get what I wanted out of here, and then I will go back to base and I'll drop off a bunch of stuff and empty out my inventory, and then come back and we'll pick this up back out at the deep lily pads. But for now, let's just get in here somehow. I'm not that familiar with this wreck. I've only been here a couple of times. Where's the entrance? It looks like that is not an entrance. No. No. Maybe coming in from underneath or right through there. Let me bring the Seatruck over here and park it here so that we can make a quick escape, but that shouldn't be necessary here. As I said, it's very small and there's not much in there. But there is something in there that we both want very badly. You and me both. You'll see in a second. I have my habitat builder equipped. Flashlight. A battery, which we need, and hopefully we have an extra slot to pick this up, the Seatruck Afterburner upgrade. Now, yeah, we could have just crafted one, but finding it, that feels more like Christmas, you know? Oh gosh, power cell, which we actually really need. Now I gotta figure out what to drop. Alright, a piece of copper. Hate to do it. And then you could get a piece of the parallel processing unit here if you needed it still. We don't need it anymore. And a jukebox disc. Miracle of Sound by Deep Blue. Looking forward to hearing it. I think that's pretty much it in here. Another box maybe, but which will need the laser cutter to open. Stand by. Laser cutter, state. And another reactor rod. I'm not going to pick that up. As I said, during early access, base building is not a priority for me. I will make the base of my dreams once this game is actually released, but not till then. Okay, let's throw in our new Afterburner module. Great. I'll make these trips a little bit quicker. All right, so I'm going to head back to base, empty out my inventory, and then I'll meet up with you guys back out. Hang on a sec. I was going to say back out at the deep lily pads, but we want to grab that scan and that Seatruck module. Maybe it's something we want. Yes, well, the docking module fragment. So when we have a prawn, we can slap that on there. Let's see if there are any more down here. There is one right there. That's 2 of 3. Probably more even deeper. So this is a new biome, a new area. The deep crystalline sulfur, the deep geysers. Docking module fragment, this will be 3 of 3.
New technology acquired.
Let's see what else is going on down here before we head back up. There's another Seatruck fragment down there. Let's see what that is. That's another docking module fragment. There's an alien marker thing there, which means that we could probably get down to one of the artifacts through here. Probably that one. It's very close. Maybe I should remember to keep an eye on my oxygen. What do you think?
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
No worries. We're fine. Another Seatruck piece up there. Probably going to be the docking module again, but let's just give it a look. No, that looks like a sleeper module, which we do want because I may actually build this because that gives you a jukebox in the Seatruck, so you can listen to music as you're cruising around. Your own music, you know. Well, I'd love to... I kind of would like to hang around here and see if we can find the other fragments for the sleeper module. Every episode, I promise you guys we're going to go down and look for Alan stuff, and every episode I end up lying to you. Please don't hold it against me. I'm just a little magpie, distracted by every flashy, bright object I see. That's 2 of 3. Now we absolutely have to stick around and try to find that other piece. There is a piece of something. This will be it. 3 of 3.
New technology acquired.
Great. We can actually build that. Man, I wish I had... Oh, I have room enough to pick up 1 piece of lithium. I'm sure the boost tank data box is around here somewhere. I mean, I can kind of feel it. But we're not going looking for that today. I don't know where it is, and I'll do it on my own time. I think that black square there is the shipwreck part we just left. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Okay, so really, for real this time, I'm really gonna go back to base and drop off a bunch of stuff, and then meet you guys back out. Afterburner! Get away from the crypto behind us. And meet you guys back out at the deep lily pads. Be back in a second. Okay, survivors, we are back at base, and I know that I said that I was going to meet you back out at the lily pad biomes, the deep lilies, but this is the first time we've been back to base since we planted our stuff, and since we dropped the eggs in the alien containment tank. So I thought we would check in here. I actually need some water. I'm going to pick up some creep vines. Isn't this convenient? We now have a permanent source of water right outside the base. That's great. Well, permanent is a question, though, isn't it? Do these things regrow, the creep vine seeds? I've always expected them to, and always been disappointed. We have some ribbon plants now, we have some spiral plants now, and we have some gel sacks to play with. But next, we're going to go in and check out the creatures that we already have in here. So we've got a brine wake and a Arctic ray and a crashed fish, which I really don't want, but it's okay. They're kind of ugly. And what we're going to do is drop our unidentified creature egg, which we suspect is a glow whale. Looking forward to seeing that. And then I have some more building and stuff that I have to do here at base. We now have a blueprint for the battery recharger and the power cell recharger. So I want to get those in, but I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that right this minute. I'm going to jump right back in the Seatruck and use our new afterburner to get back out to the deep lily pads quickly. See you there. Well, guys, we are pretty much kind of sort of where I wanted to be before beginning our descent here, but I just realized we have a huge problem. I still only have the Mark I depth upgrade. It's only going to get us down to 300 meters, which is not deep enough to go do this. We have the modification station back at base. I should have thought of this ahead of time, and we could have looked into crafting the next depth upgrades back there at base. Let's take a second right now and see what it's going to take to craft those. Mark II is going to take rubies, enamel glass. That's easy. And synthetic fibers. I think we can do all that pretty easily. Plasteel ingot is going to be more complicated. Nickel ore and kyanite. So we can get down where we need to be with just the Mark II. So why don't I take us back to base and we'll do that. We'll craft the Mark II. We're probably going to have to do a little bit of gathering, but that's okay. And then we'll come back out here and try this dive again. Whoops. I am just deceiving you left and right in terms of taking you down into the deep lily pads to find Alan's stuff. But, well, I apologize. Let's just say that. All right. If anything happens on the way back to base, I will show you. But otherwise, I'll just meet you back at base. Okay, sun's coming up and we're getting close to base. I think this is just going to be kind of a homemaking episode. I'm on the way back to base. I was thinking about all the things that we actually have to do back here, or really should do. We've got the interior grow bed now. We should be planting. So we've got the plant pots. So we should be planting some edible stuff here, so I don't have to be killing fish all the time. And then, as I mentioned, we need a power cell charger, we need a battery charger, we need to just expand this base a little bit. Now we're going to need space for all that stuff, so we're going to have to do a little bit more building here. We also want to make the depth module upgrade for the Seatruck, and probably some other...
Aboard, Captain.
Thank you, it's good to be back. Probably some other stuff that we want to do as well. So why don't we just take a day to not do anything super exciting, but just do the kind of things that you have to do in Subnautica, which is, gathering and crafting. It's a big part of this, so why not just take one day to actually do that? Let's pin the depth truck module upgrade and remind me what we need to make the synthetic fibers, ruby, and spiral plant clippings. Isn't that convenient? We have both. Oh, and also reinstalled the Easycraft mod, and it is the one mod that actually works without everything else having been updated. So you will be seeing Easycraft stuff happening. And if you are not familiar with Easycraft, what it does is it just pulls materials that you have in storage without you having to go and track them down and pick them up and put them in your inventory before crafting. So for instance, I do not have any spiral plant clippings in my inventory right now, but I do have some in storage. So Easycraft I do have that one ruby on me, but I don't have any spiral plant clippings. So Easycraft is going to grab that from storage for me, so I don't have to go find it and make room for it in my inventory and do all that stuff. So that is done. Anything else? And then we're going to need lead and diamond and glass to make enamel glass, which we can do. We have all those materials. What it looks like we may not have is more rubies. I think we do. We should. I think we do. Give me a sec here. Well, it'll tell us here. Okay. Great. We do have 2 rubies in inventory down in storage somewhere, so Easycraft's going to grab that for us. All we need is to grab the Mark I out of the truck. No, not in the truck. Sorry. Mark II depth upgrade. Rubies, enamel glass, and synthetic fibers. Great. And it's going to be a while before we can get the Mark III. We're going to have to get down into the crystal caves to get kyanite. But we'll be on the lookout for nickel ore out at down in the deep lily pads. We may be able to find some there. Or we just pin a blueprint that requires nickel ore, and our buddies, the sea monkeys, will bring it to us. Should we try that out right now? I mean, I know it will work, but let's just find something with nickel ore in it. Well, the Mark III. Oh, you know what else I want to build is the Stillsuit, which it looks like we could probably do. Mark III, unpin Mark II, pin Mark III, which has nickel and kyanite. Maybe a sea monkey will even bring us a piece of kyanite. Who knows? But I was going to, not to get sidetracked, but I do want to get. I think that's all I'm going to get out of there. Not to get sidetracked, but I do want to get this Stillsuit done. I still don't have a fabricator in this base either. I have to run back to the life pod now. Yeah, fabricator would be good, but I only have like three solar panels on there right now, so. Okay, aerogel, well, it'll do that for me. Let's just go straight to my personal equipment, and there we have everything we need. Synthetic fibers. Now, Easycraft is going to craft the aerogel for us because we have everything we need to craft it. So we can skip that step and just jump straight to getting the Stillsuit.
Stillsuit crafted and ready to convert bodily moisture into flavorless, potable water.
Flavorless. Yeah, she says flavorless. They advertise it as flavorless. I can tell you right now, it is not flavorless. There is a definite funk coming off that water. Everything else here looks good. Okay, those will grow. All right, so what next? What next is, I gotta get some food and water is what next. So in the interest of doing that, with that in mind anyway, let's start getting some planting stuff down. We could probably fit some plant pots here. I don't have any titanium on me, but I believe Easycraft will grab titanium from storage for me and allow me to craft these right now. Plant pot, plant pot, plant pot. That'll do. Let's put them in the corner so we're not tripping over them too much. Actually, you know where's a good place to put them? Where I hardly ever trip over them is here next to the door. Well, that'll get us started. Let's see if we do a couple more. I don't know how much titanium I have in storage right now. We could go through this pretty quickly. Oh, and the Snap 2 mod has also been updated. Yeah, so we're done with titanium. We got none left. I'm going to deconstruct that. And let's grab some stuff to plant. I've got Chinese potato out in the locker, out in the pad, the life pod. But we have these shrub nuts, and these. That's enough to get us going. Maybe I'll grab the Chinese potato as long as I'm here. Anything else to plant? No, we have a boomerang fish for some reason. And lots of nutrient food blocks. My food is down to almost 25%, and this restores 25, and this restores 75. So I'll just wait a minute and then eat one of those to get full value. And in the meantime, go back here. Get some stuff planted. To a shrub nut, heat fruit, and marble melon. So these take up the entire plant pot, but this I'm going to cut and replant. Okay, okay. I've got an extra um, gel sack on me that I did not need, so I'm just gonna. Whoops, that wasn't what I meant to do. Sorry. I'm just gonna put it in here for a little color in here. Oh, it has to. Does it have to grow? No, it pops right in, and I can. Okay, sorry about that. I had a little sneezing fit. Anyway, what else are we doing? We don't have that much left to do that we need to do, but what we do need is more titanium. So I'm gonna have to go run around and do a little basic gathering here. I would also, as long as we're back here, and I'm gonna go out and do some gathering, I would like to be gathering what we need to make the Seatruck storage module. It's gonna make all this stuff a lot easier to have that on us. I don't know that we really need the fabricator module anymore. You used to need it to make the upgrades. But now it's just kind of, it's nice to have one out on the road with you for cooking foods and stuff and making water from bladderfish. But water is no longer a concern for us because we have I completely forgot that we were supposed to be gathering. I'm just swimming around aimlessly. Now that we have the Stillsuit and the thermal knife, food and water out on the road are not an issue anymore. So we may not even bother making the fabricator if we don't have to. Mobile vehicle bay fragment, which I'll get to titanium from, having already scanned it.
Calorie intake recommended.
Okay, let me get my nutrient food block. And have we gotten any water from our... No, we haven't gotten any water from our Stillsuit yet, so grab some of that. That's probably the last bottle of water we'll ever drink. Everything else from here on in, almost everything else, will be recycled water. But let's start with a full water bar so that we really never have to worry about it ever again. That'll do. I've used up all the creepvine seeds here. Now the quick way to go about getting a lot of titanium would be to go back out to the shipwrecks and gather up a bunch of scrap metal that's out there, the metal salvage. Man, I have scoured these areas already. There's like nothing here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to start venturing a little farther from home to do our gathering because I have stripped these walls bare. I think the way to do the pike dive, you start about 30-40 meters down, and then I think you don't touch any keys on the way up. Just let the bladder take you up. Let's see. There we go. We had a nice little dolphin dive there. We didn't start that deep. We were only about 20 meters down. Should probably be picking up quartz as well. We're going to need glass, I think, for the... Well, maybe for the truck. Our base needs more glass, though. There's another egg there. Should we grab that? That may be a the symbiotes. That guy right there. He's swimming away. You can't see him. The guys who protect the Titan holefish. Frost anemone heart. These are fabulous. I never planted that Chinese potato. It's taking up a lot of room in my inventory. Dumb rookie mistake when you're out on a gathering run. There is a sea glide fragment, which will give us 2 pieces of titanium.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Don't trust me. Don't you trust me? Now the killer way to do a gathering run is to have the more ingots mod running, which allows you to make ingots out of any material and then un-ingot them as well, break them back down into the base material. So you go out on the road, you find 5 or 10 of something, however many it requires to make an ingot. I mean, titanium ingots are now 5. I'm not sure if it would be the same for every ingot with this mod, but anyway. Pack it up into an ingot. It takes up hardly any space in inventory, and then fill your inventory with ingots. Bring the ingots back to base and unpack them, and now you've got loads and loads of stuff. Which I think is brilliant, and I think it makes sense. You know, from an immersion standpoint, there's nothing really immersion breaking about it. That is, if you had that capability, that is how you would do your gathering. And we have the ability to make ingots. It makes sense that packing something together, you should be able to then disassemble it as well.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, we've been at this for kind of a while. I don't think we're gonna be able to spend too much more time together today. I had lots of... Oh, this is all the titanium I just picked up. And that's a lot. And I'll just keep these here. And there's our first reclaimed water. -3 food, plus 20 water. Oops, no, not in there. Drink it. Well, I don't need to drink it right now. I'm not thirsty. But there you go. I will go ahead and build the... Can we build... Let's see if Easycraft will let us build a power cell charger here. We can make a battery charger. We may be able to make the power cell charger, but maybe not.
Finally, a device that can put to good use those rechargeables lost to the back of the catch-all drawer.
To the back of the catch-all drawer. Okay. No power. It's kind of weird. I think we don't have the advanced wiring kit. We don't have something that is required to make the advanced wiring kit. So I'm going to have to take care of that. What about a fabricator? Can we make a fabricator? Yeah. Now, having Easycraft active makes it a lot less cumbersome that we have our storage downstairs and everything else upstairs. But that's off to a good start. Now, let me see what I'm missing for the advanced wiring kit. Wiring kit and computer chip. It's telling me that it'll make it. That's strange. Then why wouldn't it build the power cell charger? And apparently it had trouble finding one of those ingredients. Easycraft did, but now we have a power cell charger. Now we have a battery charger. I have a bunch of batteries and power cells that need charging. battery, battery, empty power cell. And the power cells in the truck are fresh. I just replaced them. So we don't have to worry about those. Drop in a couple batteries, drop in a power cell. We're going to burn through the energy on this base pretty quickly because... Where'd the power cell go? Because we only have... What do we have? I forget. Is it three? So 2 solar panels. So that power is not going to go far, but that's the only thing drawing power right now. We don't have a moon pool. We don't have a water filtration plant. We don't have a scanner room. So I think we're going to be okay. And I think we're going to call it an episode there, guys. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll gather up all the materials that we need to make the Seatruck storage module. And then at the start of the next episode, we'll build that. And then take that over. Now that we've got the depth module upgrade, we'll take that out to the deep lilies, as I've been promising for multiple episodes now, and dive into the deep lilies and try to find an Alan piece. Okay? So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of, I don't want to say boring, but not much took place today. But we did accomplish a lot of housekeeping. We got a lot of housekeeping out of the way. So leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. There'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.